What is going on YouTube, and welcome back to another episode of Vancouver's Worst Drivers. I want to start this video off with a quick shout out to this video sponsor, Smirk Apparel, which is a clothing company based in Vancouver, and proceeds help support mental health initiatives. So if you want to check out a full lineup of all their clothing, click the link in the description below, and be sure to follow them on Instagram as well. Alright, so let's begin this video off with this crazy unexpected crash. Well, I mean, when I first saw this clip, I knew before this happened what was going to happen. I just anticipated that this black SUV is going to turn left. I just didn't expect what vehicle was going to hit them. Hopefully they're okay, because a digger like this, nothing is going to be able to go through that thing. And then this clip has got to be one of the most unexpected crashes I have ever seen. How do you go from just being parked to hanging a sharp right into a sign out of nowhere? Like, there's just no rhyme or reason as to how this happened. This is always a scary sight to see. Seeing headlights pointed straight toward you on the highway when you're coming off an off-ramp. Just get over to the side, because they're either drunk or they're extremely old. Basically one of the two. I always hear in Vancouver that people forget how to drive the moment it starts raining, and this guy just takes that to a whole new level. He's forgotten how to steer, he's forgotten how to drive in a straight line, he's forgotten just how to not hit things. For those of you who don't have dash cams, I hope after you see this, you go out and get a dash cam ASAP. So apparently the dash camera is not going fast enough down the hill. This white SUV brakes in front of him and causes an accident. This white SUV ends up taking off, but fortunately, because of the dash cam, ICBC and the RCMP know exactly who he is. This is a very peculiar video, because at first you feel sorry for a motorcyclist because, you know, they don't have a frame of a vehicle to protect them out there, but then you realize when you look at it that it looks like he ran the red light. This video clip right here is exactly why you expect the unexpected when you're out there driving in Vancouver. This must have been a scary incident for this flagger and this pedestrian. When you guys are just driving out there, make sure you got your eye peeled for these flaggers. We want to make sure that they're safe out there, because they have a very, very dangerous job. I remember speaking to a cab driver years ago to ask him what his deductible was on his insurance, and as a cab driver he said it's $10,000, and videos like this prove why their deductibles are so high. Here we have yet another Evo driver trying to save a few dollars, which involves them possibly getting a car accident in the process. Here's something you don't see every day: a fire truck just smashing right into the back of somebody. I feel like this is probably a new employee just driving this truck for the first time. You know, firemen, we appreciate what you do, but don't let this guy drive again, please. PDG captured this truck making this crazy left turn from the far right lane with cars at his side. I'm not sure exactly what he was thinking or why he decided to go for it, but unfortunately for a blue car, he paid the price for it. Although I want to point out that this happened on Richmond Street, so let's be real, it all makes sense now. And this is a crazy close call captured by Amanda. This guy runs a red light, avoids the accident, and then I guess he just decides to go drive down the wrong side of the road because he's like, well, I'm already here, might as well keep going. I'm all over Amazon delivering packages quickly, but maybe not that quickly. And then this was a scary crash captured by Tamak on Highway 1. There's nothing he can do at this point. He's in traffic, there's nowhere for him to go, and then bam! Somebody's not paying attention and just smashes right into the back of his car. This photo shows the damage, and I can only imagine how bad his whiplash is after his accident. Crossing over two lanes in busy traffic without even checking to see if the lane is clear? What could possibly go wrong? I get it, this first black truck went through the light late. It's all good, they've got a big load, they can't drive fast. This white truck, on the other hand, he should not have gone for this whatsoever. So this happened on Kingsway, and I really hope that this was a learning experience for this end driver to anticipate where people may be doing U-turns, but You know, it's Vancouver, she probably didn't learn it all. This was such a bizarre turn captured by Sam. This driver's signaling right, but then turns left and runs a stop sign all at the same time. Here's yet another confusing video for all of us to see. This driver can see Lee. He's got the lights there and then tries to like take that lane over to make it a turn lane for them. Like, buddy, move over, get on your side. I've been lucky. I haven't run into a lot of these situations recently, probably in the last year, but when they happen, my gosh, your heart rate just goes through the roof. This always happens at crash sites. You know, people are gawking and then they basically forget how to drive or rules of the road or lights or anything. Like this red truck that this light has gone red for a while and doesn't even notice. So I'll be honest, when I first saw this clip, I didn't see anything out of the ordinary here at first. But if you freeze it, this driver here is driving the wrong way down the street, just pinning it down the street in the pouring rain in the dark. Just, this is a terrifying moment. I see a lot of video clips like this, and I run into a lot of drivers that drive like this as well. If you're driving on an on-ramp like this, take a look for a yield sign. If there's a yield sign, you better yield. This is a video I recorded in Coquitlam. So the train stop is coming down. You know, one of those heart-wrenching moments, you realize you're stuck at the train. This car on the right makes a run for it, and this Porsche makes a run for it. But as many of you know who drive this route, only one car fits there. So this guy in the white truck driving down the tracks, he's just screaming at this Porsche driver to move. If that was a real train, that Porsche would just have been smoked. This video is just such a facepalm moment because this driver thought what they were doing was okay in the moment, but they couldn't possibly think what could go wrong. This must have been really surprising for Ju, driving along the street, making a turn, and all of a sudden there's someone on the wrong side of the road. Stay on your side of the yellow line. This is another one of those classic Vancouver moves where people will make a left turn and not even look for pedestrians and then almost cause an accident in the process. I know it's kind of hard to see with a light, but there's the green light and there's the close call. And then another crazy close call captured by Chen Chen. This guy should not have gone until he knows that people have stopped for red light. This was captured over in Port Coquitlam, and this driver is trying to make a left turn. So these are both left turn lanes. Not sure exactly why he's trying to get into the far left lane, crossing over two solid white lines, but you know what? Whatever. We'll give it to him. And here's the problem, though, is that as you're going to see around the corner, they're going to then go into the right lane and then pull over. Like, what are they doing here? This is just so confusing and annoying. I posted this video on my Instagram and a lot of you guys liked it, so I thought I'd post it in my YouTube video. Let me know in the comment section below how many fails you find in just this one clip. And here's another similar clip. This time there's only two fails. This truck pauses here and then decides to go at the worst possible time, almost causing an accident. And then fast forward about a minute or so, left turn lane, left turn light, and then this driver just decides to make his own way right through a red light. This happened in Joyce Collingwood, and I used to live in this area, and let me tell you, so many drivers used to do this. It just drove me absolutely mental. And then on the exact same street, just south of that last clip, Lance landed himself in a car accident right here. As we head into fall and head into winter, it gets dark out, and during the summer there's a lot more motorcyclists on the road, but there are some people that still ride their motorcycles all year round. So when it's dark out, be mindful of them and make sure they're safe and get home at the end of the day. This is just so avoidable, and this Mazda driver could have saved so much money had they just used their side mirrors or their rear view mirror. And then talking about avoidable accidents, this white SUV, keep your eye on them. They just smashed right into the back of this truck because the guy didn't even notice that the bus is pulling away from the side of a road. This is just such a scary clip because this pedestrian didn't even notice how close they got to getting run over by someone running the red light. As always, thank you so much for watching this video. If you like it, please hit the thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. Comment below as well. And if you want to send me video clips, you can email them to me at vancouverdrivingvideos@outlook.com, and that'll also be in the description of the video.